Have you ever wondered why some people can always keep the house tidy and organized, even having a super full schedule? And if I tell you that this is not because they have super discipline, but because of only 4 simple habits they do in the morning. Just imagine, you wake up, walk around your house, nothing out of place, no mess, no chaos. It looks like a dream, right? In this video, I will show you 4 super powerful morning routines that make this really happen. They are fast, practical, and completely change their day. And yes, they really work. If you feel you're always running after the mess, your home is never really organized, and that you always have to start all over again, pay close attention. Because when you start making these 4 simple habits in your daily life, you will not only control the mess of your home, but will also leave your head and day much more organized. And the last habit I will show you is so powerful that you will wonder why you didn't start doing it long before. Arrange the bed right after getting up. A lot of people do not value this little gesture in the morning, but this is where the first step begins to have a home always tidy and a lighter mind. When you wake up and immediately get your bed, you send a very strong signal to your brain. The day starts with order. The problem that a lot of people have is to think that tidying up does not matter or is a waste of time, especially when they know they will mess up all over the night. But the truth is, it is not just about the bed itself. It's about having a feeling of control, a feeling of having started the day with a small but conscious decision. Imagine that you leave your room in the morning and see the bed tidy. Everything seems at the calmer, more structured, even a little more elegant. This moment can define the tone of your whole day. In practice, it is very simple. Right after getting up, even before looking at the cell phone or going to the bathroom, stretches the blanket, pack the pillows, may even open the window quickly to ventilate. It doesn't even take 2 minutes, but it immediately creates a visual order and gives you a sense of pride. The direct benefit: you start the day with a small victory. Your room looks automatically cleaner. And by the way, this little success may motivate you to solve 2 or 3 more things. It's like a domino piece. Get your bed and put your life in motion, setting 5 minutes after brushing your teeth. A common problem in the morning is the rush. A lot of people wake up, run to the bathroom, maybe drink coffee quickly, and run to work. What's behind? Mess! Dishes on the table, clothes in the chair, open drawers. And when you come home at night, stress continues. But what if with only 5 minutes in the morning, you could break this cycle? The solution: a fixed 5-minute storage routine right after brushing your teeth. Why just at this time? Because it's a clear action of everyday life, a habit you already have. This makes it easier to turn on a new action to her. How does it work in practice? After brushing your teeth, before you leave the bathroom, you put a timer on your head. Now I'll pack things for exactly 5 minutes. And in these 5 minutes, you go around the house like a hurricane. Pickle clothes, take cups used to the washing machine, quickly get the kitchen, put chairs in place. It's not to make everything perfect, but visibly better. The psychological effect is huge. You finish your morning with the feeling, I have control of my house. This short activity takes a giant weight from your shoulder at night, because you come back to a house that is not completely messy. And what's even better, these 5 minutes are adding. Day after day, there's a basic organization that spreads around the whole house. You will notice, the more you do this, the less you need to get ready. Because you never let chaos accumulate. Store the clothes immediately, don't leave after. Do you know this? In the morning you dress, throw the pants worn on the chair, the sleeping shirt on the bed and think, this I get after. But this later often saw never. And so the day begins with a pile of clothing that grows quietly. An image that spreads throughout the room and piece by piece destroys the feeling of order. The problem is not just the mess itself, but the mental burden it brings. Because every time you go through this pile of clothing, your brain records without you realize, there's something here I still need to do. And that's exactly what steals your energy, without you really noting the solution. A very simple rule: clothing is stored immediately, right after dressing, or back to the closet or to the dirty clothing basket, or, if you will still wear it again, in a fixed and well-defined place, no chair, no bed, no, I'll leave it here for now, an example of everyday life. You wake up in the morning, dress, double the pajamas on time, and put in a drawer or the basket of clothing. Yesterday's pants, or come back to the closet if you are still clean, or go straight to dirty clothing basket. And that's it. No stack, no visual mess. What do you earn from this? First, your room is automatically more organized. You no longer need to tidy up later because things don't even accumulate. Second, your mind gets freer without remembering all the time of small tasks not finished. And third, and perhaps the most beautiful, you start the day with an attitude of consequence and clarity. And it is exactly this attitude that will reflect on the rest of your day. A right place for everything, check it out every day. One of the biggest secrets to having an always organized home is in a seemingly simple principle. Each object has its place fixed. It looks obvious, doesn't it? But it is exactly that most houses fail. Because what happens when things don't have a clear place? They migrate. From the kitchen to living room, from the work table to the couch, from the dining table to the floor. And before you realize, there is a mess. Not because you are disorganized, but because your things are aimless. The problem usually starts in the morning. In the rush, things are used, wide, forgotten. Shelves, glasses, porters, papers. Everything is where it was used for the last time. And then the great stress of demand begins. Time is lost. Nerves too. The solution? You give each object of your home a fixed place and check it out every morning for a minute if everything is where it should be. It sounds laborious, but it's not. Because once everything has its place, this morning control is like a quick check. You go through the room, see what's not right, and get past it at the time. How does this work in practice? You have, for example, a basket for the loaders on the furniture, a key hook at the entrance, a plate for the coins. Every morning before you leave, you take a quick look. Is the key there? Is the table free? Does something need a quick adjustment? These 60 seconds change your perception. You start to see your home as a system, not as a random lot of things. And the highest advantage, the lighter the place is, the less decisions you need to make. Without thinking where to put things, no stress of searching, without a feeling of losing control. Instead, clarity, structure, and wonderful feeling of having control of your home. And your day. Congratulations. Now you know 4 powerful and super easy morning routines to do that not only make your home tidier, but also make your all day more organized. And the best? None of these habits take more than a few minutes in the morning, but the effect lasts all day. You have learned how strong the effect of tidying up the bed right after lifting. A mini vid that defines the tone of the day. You now know how to keep control of your home with just 5 minutes of storage right after brushing your teeth. You understand that storing the clothes immediately has a much greater effect than it seems. And you understood why having a fixed place for each thing gives you mental space and relieves your daily life. Maybe all this seems simple, but that's exactly where the strength is. Organization doesn't come from great unique actions. It comes from small consequent decisions. Every morning, every day. Now it is with you. Which of these 4 routines will you try from tomorrow? Or maybe all 4? Write in the comments. I'm curious to know how your morning will change. And if you know someone who is always fighting the mess in everyday life, share this video. Maybe it's exactly that little push that this person needs to bring order and calm. Back to her house. Don't forget, an organized morning is the first step for an organized life.